Pregnant. Woo, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Due September 22nd.
Oh, sitting pretty.
Look at that. There. And there's a little flutter right there in the middle. You see that little flutter right there?
The heart.
That's the heart.
Oh, the one moving? Yeah, I can see the heart.
My people, I am here again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is AdoraI Igunma-Ogunyomi, and thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel, we'll be talking about my journey through motherhood. We'll be doing lifestyle videos, vlogs, and everything and anything that comes to mind that I feel like I should share as I become a mother. Now, if you are a first-time subscriber or a first-time watcher, thank you so much for being on my channel today. And if you're a returning subscriber, I love you. Thank you so much for coming back. I saw that my numbers have increased, my views have increased. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and for watching my videos. Now, if you are a new person watching this video, you just stumbled on this video, like your leg hit a stone and you just fell into this video or someone shared it with you, please do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe most importantly. Guys, I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers. Just 500. Subscription is free, but this thing that we do is all paid for. Now I am in a different setting. Why? Because I gotta take time away from the baby. So my husband and I chose to take time away from baby just for a vacation, to just refresh and be on our own, really. And right now the video is going to look clearer because I'm using a new gadget. Now that costs money. It costs money to get a new device, so please ensure that you subscribe. Tell everyone to subscribe to my channel. Tell everyone to watch. It's not just a matter of like, oh, nice video. Like, please watch every part and watch till the end. It's going to do my channel a whole lot. I am currently 6 weeks postpartum. Yes, we made it. I'm currently 6 weeks postpartum, and it's been a journey. It's been such a journey. The sleepless nights and that one, I don't even know what to say about it, but having sleepless nights with my husband has been amazing because he's been taking night shifts, which helps me to sleep at night sometimes, and then I run like day shift. Then also having to breastfeed exclusively. I'm trying to breastfeed exclusively till Annabelle is 6 months, so help me God. And having this lack of appetite, so I've not been able to like eat the way I want to or I should because of like there's this lack of appetite. And as a breastfeeding mama, you have to eat, but I don't know, it's just been one kind shot. But God help me, we'll get there soon. But I'm glad that I am lactating properly as much. It's like my baby is well fed. In fact, they call me milk factory at home. So she's well fed. I'm able to pump in the mornings and sometimes in the evenings, you know, if I feel like it. But I breastfeed all through the day, so sometimes I don't pump in the afternoon or in the evenings, just early in the mornings. Then I'm loving my body. I'm not funny how I like my body has not been a major concern. In fact, all through pregnancy, I've loved my body and I'm still loving my body right now. I'm loving how I look. I'm loving how I feel. Even though I know I need to get back to the gym and just work on my body to stay healthy. But I'm loving my body. I'm just having some knee pains and back pains, but I'm pretty sure it will go. I'm getting into my rhythm, you know, having a newborn and right now I'm getting back into work gradually, my personal work gradually, which is interesting. I love that for myself. And sometimes I get overwhelmed, which is normal as well. I remember recently I just sent a message to my husband like, I don't feel good. I was really overwhelmed. I just needed space away from baby, and I'm coming to terms, or I'm coming to the knowledge and understanding that sometimes it's okay to just leave baby and just go take a bath and grab a bite or else you're not going to be able to do anything all day. And I've been privileged and honored to have my mom around to help out. You know, she loves it, and I love it for her and myself and my husband. That's why we're able to take this vacation and just leave her with grandma and just come out to spend time with each other. And I enjoy seeing my dad with his granddaughter. It's a joy. It's really a joy to see him just like say, oh, where is she? How is she? You are not giving her food. You know, it's really exciting. I love that. So that's how my postpartum journey has been. Actually, it's just been a whole lot of different things, roller coaster of emotions here and there, but mostly joy, not overwhelm or depression. I didn't feel anything of sorts. But yes, there are certain times that you're just like, this baby, I wish someone could just like come and just hold this baby for a day. I just need a break, that kind of thing. And it's okay to say those things when you feel them. Like, if you feel you need to drop baby and do other things, and if your husband is there, just give husband baby and do what you have to do, because the more you bottle up things and say, okay, I'm going to be fine, one day there's going to be an outburst, and it's really easy to get to that point where there's an outburst. Like, I remember there was a night Annabelle was very cranky, she was very fussy, and I was tired, I was hot, I was sweating. Like, please, we'll talk about that postpartum sweating thing. I don't even understand. Everybody can feeling cold, but I'll just be sweating. So I was really, really overwhelmed, and you know, I just go to the point where I'll just carry her, I'll just look at her, I'll just be like, what is it? What do you want? Well, I had to calm down. I had to breathe, and I'm like, Adora, she doesn't understand it. She said, I don't understand what's wrong with her. She can't explain it. The cries and the fussiness, that's the only way she can express herself. So you gotta calm down, you know. So it's just, we are all going through it, right? As first time moms, we are all going through it. As and especially for those who do not even have support around, like, oh, a sister, nanny or whatever, it can be tough. Okay, let's talk about my first trimester. Guys, I still have PTSD for my first trimester. I cannot lie to anybody. Because of my first trimester, I don't like winter anymore. Maybe one day soon I'd be able to like winter again, but because I was pregnant all through winter in Canada, and it was first trimester, I didn't, you know, it just brings not so good memories for me. But let's go through my first trimester together. I'll share my symptoms and how it was like, and the kind of support I got in that season. And again, I'm going to use my phone so that I don't ramble and I'm able to give you the gist. Okay, now, funny story is, or backstory, I cannot remember the last time I felt sick before my first trimester. I can't. I'm not the kind of child that will say, oh, I have malaria, or take injections and things like that, or start vomiting all of a sudden. Like, I wasn't that person. It's maybe purging, yes, maybe like diarrhea or something, but say I was admitted into the hospital, that was maybe when I was in GS2, which is grade 7. So now I think that was the last time I ever felt sick. and since then I've not been one to say I'm going to the hospital for something, except maybe a regular checkup. So when first trimester came, it came as a shock, a rude shock, a very, 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 very rude shock. I hated it. I cannot lie to anybody. They will ask me in the hospital, like, how are you feeling? And I'll tell them point blank period, I don't feel great. I will get there, but I'm not excited. They'll be like, are you excited? I'm like, I'm not excited, because it wasn't funny. Remember, I found out that I was pregnant a day before my husband left Canada, and the useless thing that happens when you're pregnant is the times you don't know you are okay, but the moment you find out that you're pregnant, it's like your brain sends a message to your body, and your body sends a message to your brain that this girl knows that she's pregnant now. Attack. And then every part of your body begins to work against you. Like, I don't know, because from the day he left, it just felt like my body just like a whole new season, a whole new whatever current just started. Honestly, I cannot explain it. I can't explain it. So in first trimester, when the whole symptom thing started and I was feeling very down, and I'll share the symptoms, I'm getting there, I had to move to the US. I had to move to the US because I could not cope again. To show how bad it was, I carried my bags, left work. In fact, they said, we can't pay you for so number of period. I said, don't pay me. My life is more important. I could not cope. To show how bad I was feeling, I carried my bag, came to stay with my husband. But anyway, let's dive into the symptoms. I'll give you some other gist afterwards. Number one, let's look at the useless, disgusting, annoying nausea that will hook somebody. The nausea, vomiting, morning sickness. Mine was not morning sickness. Mine was morning, afternoon, night sickness. Someone will say, well, they only throw up in the morning. No. Morning, afternoon, night. I lost, before I moved to the US, before I came to the US at that first trimester, I had lost probably about 5 kg in just 3 weeks. I mean, natural weight loss regimen. I was throwing up by drinking just water. I would throw up. Everything was making me throw up. The smell of food will make me throw up. The sight of food can make me throw up. The taste of food will make me throw up. Like, everything will just make you throw up. Can we talk about brushing? To brush your teeth, to say you want to brush, you will vomit while brushing. You want to wash your tongue, Jesus. You want to gargle water, just put water in your mouth, you just want to gargle. Oh my, every single time. I'll put some videos. There was a particular time I was so hungry, I was craving chicken. Because the restaurant was just behind my apartment. Went down, bought chicken, came up. I had eaten and I was feeling okay. Just for me to take like the last bite of the chicken, and everything I had eaten just that night was a sad night. I was just laughing. I was laughing from a place of sadness because I'm like, what kind of rubbish is this? I gave out, my fridge was empty because you want to cook. What are you cooking? The smell of food was disgusting to me. Smell of food, smell of detergent, smell of perfume, smell of air freshener that I went to scout for the scents. I went to I love this scent. Where did you get it from? I went to the stores, so on Walmart. I went to get those scents. I hated it so much. Perfume, Like, I don't think I used perfume that period. I hated this. Oh Jesus Christ. Air fresheners. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can't cook. I didn't cook. My kitchen was dry. My kitchen was very, very dry. By the time I came to the US, if my husband wants to cook, we have to block the doors with clothes for the smell not to enter. Because once the smell enters, like I want to puke. There are some meals that I could not eat till. In fact, there's some meals I've not eaten till now because of first trimester. For example, oranges. I couldn't take oranges till like my third trimester. I didn't take oranges or to banana. I didn't take banana till my third trimester. Draw soup, ogbono. I could not take ogbono till after I had given birth. I could not. Now, I can't take catfish with pepper soup right now because I took in first trimester. I didn't throw up, but the feeling is just one kind. The feeling is just water. I could only take very cold water with ice block. I must chew ice block. I must chew ice block. I was chewing ice block like what I don't know, because that was the only way I could survive. Then someone said take ginger candy. The first day I got the ginger candy, it was nice. Immediately I started getting disgusted by it, so I stopped. I bought 2 packs. After the first day I ate it, I didn't eat it again throughout my pregnancy. I could not handle even the sight. Crackers, I could only take crackers. Like that was the only thing I could eat without throwing up. All of a sudden I started throwing up crackers. I hated crackers, dry crackers. It was horrible. Bread, I could take bread at some point. It got to a point I could not stomach bread again. I moved to bagels. I started taking bagels, plain bagels. I was okay. It got to a point I started throwing up bagels. I say, hey, wahala. Then something funny happened. I went to Torino for a conference, even in first time. So that was on my way to the US. And I ordered for Nigerian food. I'm like, that maybe eating this food, it will stay. And funny enough, I finished a whole plate of yam porridge. I was shocked. I was very, very shocked that I could eat. Even swallow, I was very surprised that I could eat. One of my close friends, brought stuff to me to my Airbnb. She brought stuff. She brought rice. What did I say? Hey, I said I cannot eat anymore. Sorry, you just carry it back. The bagel she brought, I threw it up. I just carried it with me. I brought it to the US because I'm like, I can't deal. I really want to eat it, but I can't. Then is it the smell of air? The smell of air in winter. It was smelling like spoiled, rotten egg. I remember there was a day I opened my windows, because usually I would open my windows just for fresh air to come into the apartment, even in winter. I was out. It was smelling like rotten egg. I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, my house smells of rotten egg. That's the air outside is bad. She said, it's just because you're pregnant, that's why you're thinking like this. And truth be told, it is true. Because after that, when I think it was my second trimester, by the time I went to the US and came back and I was feeling better and I left my windows open, my house was smelling okay. But that first trimester, it was smelling like rotten egg. And my house was smelling bad. That day I cleaned the whole house with essential oil and like a cleaner that was scented. Because I'm like, this is horrible. Then at work, they will be warming food in the kitchen. Then the smell will be entering my office. Oh no. I will hide under the table, literally. I would hide under the table. I'll be throwing up in my office. Women, they suffer. Women, they suffer. Then is it where you just cry uncontrollably because you don't even understand what's going on. I couldn't understand. Like, it was the day I just told my husband, I said, I don't understand what's going on with my body. Like, what is going on? He said, you're pregnant. I said, I don't know. I would just start crying. I'm just like, God, help me. Like, no, that vomiting part, I can't forget it, because the way it will come, I will know. Once my husband sees that face, and my husband cannot even be there when I'm doing it, because he's very irked by it, which is understandable. But like, when I will know it's coming out. So I even had a bucket to throw up. I had a bucket, special buckets. I would throw up and have to like just put it in the toilet and flush. Then, is it how you feel hungry but you can't eat? You are hungry but you can't eat. There's food in front of you, you can't eat. Why? Because number one, you know you are going to throw up. Number two, your stomach is turning even from the smell of the food. You can't eat nada. And yes, I even had to start taking lemon in water a lot with ice, just because I needed the water to taste better. And I wasn't sure I could take flavored water at the time, so I couldn't take flavored water. I wasn't just sure, and the doctors in Canada, they were not giving me a straight answer. So I'm like, it's better I don't try it than try something that they will later tell me that I was the one that went to do strong heads, coconut heads, and started taking flavored water. So I didn't bother. Another symptom that I hated, constipation. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Thank the Lord. Because it's funny how second trimester, third trimester, especially third trimester, like my stomach was open. It was like every morning I was able to use the toilet. Even the second trimester, yes, because when I go back, I will use the toilet. I will tell my husband, I will be rejoicing. I'm like, hey. But first trimester, the constipation, I won't be able to use the toilet for 2, 3, 4 days. Okay, so I had to get prune juice. I'm constipated, bloated, my stomach hurts. I'm nauseous because of it. I haven't been able to pull, and I got prune juice. Because you know the funny part is that this video of, I don't know why I felt like when I was taking the prune juice it would be like this. I've never taken prune juice before, but if you have watched Twilight, I think it's New Dawn or something. Anyway, when Bella was pregnant and she had to start drinking blood. That's the image that comes to my mind as I'm drinking this fruit juice. And it was like she was using straw. And it was dark and everything, like it was blood. So I don't know why that's on my mind. But anyway, I will buy prune juice there. I said that was the first time I started taking prune juice. I'll take prune juice so that people use the toilet. And the annoying thing is that you are constipated, so because it's not coming out from the back, it will come out from the front. So I will throw up more when I'm constipated. God is great. God is great. God is great. Then there was also this feeling of loneliness and anger in first trimester, and that was why anytime I would go to the hospital and they ask me if I was excited, I would say no. Anger not from the place that I was pregnant, but from the place of what I was experiencing. I was just so angry at the fact that I was experiencing all these things and I was alone, right? I didn't have anybody to stay with me during that period. So I didn't want to tell my husband that I'm tired of this long distance. I didn't want to, because I knew it's for the good of our family at the same time. But like, I was just angry. I was angry at a lot of things. I was upset just for that pregnancy, and it was very lonely. Even though I have friends, but they are married, so would they leave their house and come and stay with me? No. But I'm so grateful for the ones that stood by me. A lot of my big sisters in Canada, my dear friend Chimela, like she took care of me. Oh no, she took care. She took proper care of me. Chimela would do my groceries for me. She would cook for me, bring it to the house, ensure that I ate. There was even a time she surprised me at my office, brought food for me because she called me. I was crying on the phone. She even did video call. She said, "Let me see your face." I was crying on the phone that I could not eat. I was in the office, had not eaten all day. She brought food for me. She said, eat the food. She said, she will ask me what I want to eat, cook it and bring it. Even if I can't eat the food, she will cook it and bring it for me. Ensure that I'm eating. She would take me for groceries if I needed to do groceries. You know, she would spend some time with me because she has her own family, right? But she took care of me. That one, hey God, angel. That's my angel. That's my angel. So she took care of me. And I have other big sisters, you know, asked at charity. On Sundays, she will bring food for me to church. She will ensure that I start eating. She will ensure that I'm eating. Staungo, Stabukola. Stabukola, I want soup. There was the day I was craving soup, ogbono soup. Brought it. After that day, I could not eat this soup. So and because of all of these people, I was able to find, you know, that joy and hope, and they had people telling me, "Don't worry, it will pass, it's normal." You know, they listened to me, even if they've gone through that experience and they knew that it was normal, but they listened as well, which is something that I appreciate deeply. And then there's another thing that I felt, which was guilt. There was this guilt I felt because I wasn't eating. So I was like, what will my baby eat? I'm not eating, there's no food in my stomach. What will my baby eat? And one of my big sisters, Mowali, God bless her, she told me, she said they will be fine. She said she was like that to have 2 pregnancies. The same thing. The baby will be fine. You are taking enough for the baby to be fine. And again, you're not the one that put the baby there. She said the baby will be fine. And you know, she was the one that would pick me up in the morning from my house, drive me to work, because we worked in the same place, drive me to work and drop me back at home. You know, God blessed me with people, and that's why it's so important to be in a space, in a community where you can get support. My church, being in that space has opened me up to a lot of people that support me on my journey. So don't just be an island and say, I can do it on my own. You can't do it on your own, because there are certain situations that will happen in your life that you need people. And I'm grateful that I had these people in my first trimester during my pregnancy. Then funny story happened one day when I was feeling very horrible, because at some point I had pain. You just be feeling pains in your stomach from throwing up. I went to the emergency in the hospital. I left there feeling was safe, because emergency centers in Canada, and I think in US as well, it's nothing to write home about. When they wanted to see a doctor to ask what was going on with me, everybody was like, it's normal. I'm like, you are not listening to me. I'm going to the emergency center. I left work, went to the ER. I stayed there for like 2-3 hours. I could not get a doctor. Just carried my bags and went home, Jerry. I'm like, I'm not doing this. To show how bad it was, like I was in pains, and I just needed to see a doctor, but there was nobody to see. And the hospital, the clinic there in Canada, which I will talk about the difference on my experience in Canada and versus US. You can't even see one. You don't have a doctor to yourself. You are attended to by different midwives or nurses. I don't know what they are called, per visit. So you don't even have one person that you can talk to, which is wonderful. I'd been throwing up a lot, so I was very concerned. I went to the hospital, but I couldn't see a doctor. Welcome to Canada. and then got my pap, and it was so, guys, when you take it's been a while I had food like that, and this is pap, no sugar, nothing. And I didn't even finish. I said I'm taking to work tomorrow. That's what I ate for breakfast, but it was so good. And I had it with Titus fish. Jesus. So I also feel like living through other people eating well makes me eat well. I've not been able to I couldn't sleep last night properly because of like nausea. Like I couldn't sleep properly anyway. But I thank the Lord. I have stuff I can eat, pap, apart from crackers. Jesus. Apart from crackers, I can't eat anything like rice or stew right now because the smell throws me off balance. Even though I'm craving for like beans right now, like beans or gari or dudu. Jesus. But Chimila says she's doing soup, one very nice vegetable soup she makes. So she was going to make it, and I'm expectant, Lord. I really want to eat it, like without swallow, just maybe with rice, but I'm better. Aftertaste, I'm spitting because of aftertaste of food. Spit go just gather from my mouth. I don't know if I'm not. I won't say I'm dehydrated because I'm drinking enough water. I had finished a full jug of water today, but my lips are really dry. It's always dry per second. Guys, one time I put lip balm and I don't have that energy. But I think that's the update. I have my driving test tomorrow. God, you're my strength. I'm going to pass. Yeah, I almost moved it actually because I was like, will I be able to? I'm just going to try to eat well. Take the medication for nausea. So I'm going to take that tonight before I go to bed, and then tomorrow morning as well. But I'm just grateful I was able to eat today. I just feel like when I have down times of appetite, then there's just one day where my appetite goes all the way up and I eat. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah, this is me. I can't wait for my first appointment next week at the doctor's. But then another thing that puts me off during my first trimester was the fact that I could not socialize. I could not go to people's houses because I don't want to smell rubbish. I didn't want to smell anything. So if I enter your house, there was no way I was going to enter anybody's house, because if you are cooking, will I tell you to stop cooking? If you use perfume, will I tell you not to use perfume? No. So I was on my own, which also was part of the reason why I was feeling lonely, because I couldn't go out, and even people coming to see me, it was quite tricky as well because of smells, especially because of smells. It was very, very tricky. And there was light bleeding at the beginning because they will tell you your cervix is widening and there's changes there and your uterine wall, so you experience light bleeding and spotting. That happened, but I didn't have any complications at all, so which was good. I also had my pap smear for the first time ever in my first trimester. I went to the dentist in my first trimester. I had to get my teeth checked because it was a normal routine at the hospital. So because I had appointments in Canada first before coming to the US, where I also had appointments to see the doctor as well. So the first one is they'll do the test to check if you're pregnant, and then I think they did an ultrasound or so, whether it was that time or the next visit, but it was an ultrasound to check to see baby.
We are glowing. How many weeks today?
30 weeks. Today's on Thursday, 5 days.
There. And there's a little flutter right there in the middle. You see that little flutter right there?
The heart.
That's the heart.
Listen to heartbeat and things like that, so that was wonderful. But even at that visit, I wasn't excited. They're like, oh, see baby. I'm like, nice, wonderful. I wasn't excited, actually. It's funny how you go through first trimester and you enter second trimester, like first trimester did not just happen. Because second trimester is almost like a bounce back, like you become almost like yourself again, except with a growing bump. Like you become energetic. I was so energetic, I was back to normal. It felt like first trimester never happened, but it happened, and some of those memories from there are still here in my mind, and I'm still trying to work on them and overcome the trauma. I would say, yes, I would say the trauma from first trimester, and I don't know. I really don't know. Some people don't experience these things. Which is a blessing. And I hope when I'm having my second, I won't have these experiences anymore. I really would love to have it easy first trimester and all through. I hope so, by God's grace, from my mouth to God's ears. So if you're yet to like, comment, and subscribe, please do so right now. Do not forget to do that right now. Click, and do not forget to turn on your notifications to know when I will post my next video. And also do not forget to order for my book, my kids book, Be Like Jesus. The feedback, the testimonials have been amazing. It's up on Amazon and Seller. Please do not forget to buy for your nephews, your nieces, your colleagues, and everyone. Christmas is coming. It's a great gift for them, all right? Do not forget to do that. The links are going to be in the description. Okay, so another thing before I forget another thing that I hated was chewing gum. Many people will say it's good to chew gum first trimester, and I hated it. I hated chewing gum. I didn't like the taste of gum, so I had to get sugarless gum. I was even looking for a gum that did not have taste, you know. But I could not take gum, mints, and all those things. I could only take the ones that had this, I don't know, bubble gum kind of taste, not mint, but you know, that kind of candy like taste. Yes, that was the only kind of gum that I could take. And so I took the gum sometimes when I would just feel like chewing something. Then I wasted food. My husband has not still forgiven me for doing any small thing. He'll be like, you that used to waste food. I'm like, it was just first trimester. My husband ordered for so much food for me. He asked me for the food I wanted. I told him. Or he now ordered for like plates. I could not eat any one to his satisfaction. And it pained him because he was like, who will eat all this food? So please, if you are in your first trimester, don't tell them not to order for food for you in bulk. You can make small plates, but in bulk, the food is gone waste. Any food that you choose to buy in bulk is gone waste, except you are not experiencing all the symptoms I'll be talking about, though, or else you're gonna waste food. The first trimester can be a wild ride. It can be very tough, but I think that one of the things that it taught me was support or community and patience. Having the right community, having the right people around you, listening to the right voices. How I was able to get a doctor in Canada was because I opened up to somebody. You know, some Nigerians will say, don't tell anybody about your pregnancy. I'm like, hey, you will suffer. There are some things that you need to tell certain people that you trust, that you know they fear God. They will give you information that will help you. How I was able to get a doctor, it was because of one of my big sis. She just said, oh, do this, do that. I was able to get a doctor early. Some people don't get doctors till maybe when their first trimester is done. I was able to get a doctor immediately, right? Open your mouth and talk. And then patience, of course, you have to be patient. My mom will say, this kind of sickness, you cannot pray against it because it's normal. It's not a sickness that you pray away. You have to go through it. So I was able to learn that, and I just realized that it was okay to slow down. I was ready to give it up. I was ready to give my job up to just be with my husband and just be in a space that was healthy for me. So it's very important to learn to slow down. Ask for help. If you need to run to the place where you get help, go to that place where you get help. Some people will say, but you have a job, you have a job. I'm like, what? If I'm not okay, if my baby is not okay, then who is going to do the job? So put yourself first. Prioritize yourself first. You don't need to say, oh, I can do it. At that point, I could not do anything. I was weak. And the funny thing is, I would still go to church, minister, but I would not stay all through in church. I would leave. I would have told my pastor or my pastor's wife that I'm just coming to minister. Once I'm done, I'm leaving church. And they're like, sure, they understand. So if you're watching this, or if you watch this and you can relate to any of these symptoms or stories that I share from my first trimester, please share with me in the comments. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Now tell me about your first trimester. What were your biggest challenges, if you had any? Did you love your first trimester or you hated first trimester? I want to know about it. And don't forget that all that I've said is my journey. You might not have that, you might not experience that. Your first trimester might be so beautiful and calm, and you might not experience any of these things, and that is wonderful. So don't be afraid and say, oh my god, my first trimester is going to be like this, or Adora's first trimester was like this. No, my journey is peculiar to me, like I always say. So stay tuned. God bless. I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Mommy.
Okay, 12 weeks pregnant, about to clock 13 weeks, super excited. First trimester is almost done, yay! But I'm now down with the flu, but I'll be good. My appetite is coming back, still feel tired sometimes, but I see myself coming back gradually. Like, my appetite is coming back, constipation a lot. I think I found the hack for that today. That's just having like my green smoothie. Help me go to the bathroom. Spitting a lot. I haven't checked my weight, so I don't even know if I've added like any significant amount of weight from the last time I checked, because I lost a lot of weight in like the space of just like one month, or less than a month. I lost like 6 kg. Sometimes I have headaches. Smell, I can bear smells now better. But yeah, I'm glad, I'm grateful to God for strength. This has just been a journey of strength, honestly. But yeah, 13 weeks. Let's go. Yay. I honestly don't look forward to going back home to Canada, but it is what it is. We have to work. Yeah.